You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Hello, family. Welcome to another delightful insight. Thank you for joining me on Elorasong, where we are focused on exposing joy in the journey. And yes, you are so beautiful to me. That is the topic of today, which is celebrating our uniqueness. Do you know how special you are? Do you really know how special you are? And just before we get to rolling, if this video resonates with you and you're feeling the vibe, feel free to subscribe, like, and share this video. And let's get to talking. So I had this thing, y'all. I feel like this. Folks call me unicorn, so that's where this t-shirt idea came from. And it's taken some time for me to really embrace all of who I am, right? I'm still learning more and more about myself each and every day. Okay. And so I just wanted to share about embracing our uniqueness. There's different ways to embrace our uniqueness. Do we really know how special we are? Do we really understand the impact of where we are and our life experiences and how they contribute to our day-to-day lives? I think that's what I'm trying to say. We're going to find out. But anyway, so I wrote down some things that I had on my mind in relation to the topic about celebrating our uniqueness. And one was basically about how our uniqueness serves as our most valuable possession. And what I'm really talking about are the intricate details of who we are, from our physical to our mental health to our spiritual and emotional growth, right? I believe that every single detail or aspect of who we are makes us who we are, period. I know, for instance, a lot of people like to say, oh, Laura, that chick with the big fro, or the big smile, or the one that likes to dance and sing. People like to bring up certain characteristics or assets that I have to describe who I am. And the same can go for you, or they will go for you, right? We all have some things that we do, whether it be physically, or even from our compassionate side, or when we empathize with others. We all have spiritual gifts that contribute to this world, that contribute to others, and those things that we do in contributing to the world is what we are remembered for or by. And I think it's pretty awesome. We all have a thing that we do. Some have one, some have many, but regardless, we all have something that we contribute to the world that we are remembered by. Another thing for me was thinking about how our life experiences contribute to every portion of who we are, and in turn, we have to celebrate those life experiences. So, I know for me, I think about how, it's really easy to ponder, or I guess sulk in the bad stuff, right? When I say the bad stuff, I mean the life challenges. It's really just challenges that I didn't think I'd see the other side. When I say the other side is I didn't think I'd get through it, right? And I'll give an example. Like I've shared this, slightly before about homelessness. It was difficult to think of, okay, I'm gonna get from here to there. And I had to really look at each second and minute, day by day, and not so much look at the hill or the mountain that was in front of me. I just had to focus on climbing that mountain step by step. And today, that life experience has taught me that I had courage. I had more courage than I thought. I had more faith, fervent faith than I thought. And the same goes for you. Think about the situations or the life experiences that you've had where you didn't think you'd see the other side, or you didn't think that you'd get past go. You didn't think that you'd be able to celebrate being on the other side. You didn't think that you'd be able to cry tears of joy because you're no longer in that position. And I know there are several life experiences that I've had where I didn't think I'd make it. I didn't think that there was another way out, and Another example is sobriety. I mean, that's a big one for me. I didn't think I could ever stop drinking. I was horrified. And it got to the point where I was so scared about it, because it got to the point where I was waking up thinking about it. I knew at a certain time I had to have my alcohol. I knew that I couldn't live without alcohol. I just couldn't see past that. And I thank God that He's presented people in my life that allowed me to see there is another way. There is another way to live. I don't have to have a drink. I didn't have to live my life in fear. I didn't have to put on a mask every day to accommodate others. So just think about those life experiences that you didn't think you'd get through and how that contributes to your uniqueness. And it's just something to really just celebrate and smile upon, especially in those times when we are in a new life experience, a new challenging life experience. We can look back on those things and say, okay, I made it through that. I can surely make it through this. Another example I was thinking about was, connecting with your crown. Okay. And I say that, connect with your crown, because no one else will. And what I mean by that is, some people don't recognize how special you are. And what I mean by that is, like, I know for me, I have found myself needing validation from people. I've done that in the past, and sometimes I catch myself doing it from time to time, where as long as I get that pat in the back from someone else, I'm doing good. But but in all actuality, I need to be patting myself on the back and celebrating those things that I contribute. I need to connect with my own crown, because no one else will. No one else understands what I've been through. No one else knows why I'm doing what I'm doing. No one understands or really knows who I am at the core but God, my creator. So I just really want to talk about that as well, connecting with your crown. And the way I do that, I'm learning, I just started doing this about a month ago. My parents sent me a portrait of myself when I was 1.5, 2 years old. And today it's in my bedroom. And then when I wake up in the morning, Lord willing, when I wake up, I say thank you to Him. And then I go to that portrait and I stare at her and I say, I love you. Okay, so I say I love you to her, because that is the child within me. She's the reason why I do what I do. I owe her. I owe the child within me everything. And so in doing so, I feel a sense of, not necessarily obligation, but responsibility. I owe myself the very best. So I make it a point to say I love you to that portrait. And you know what? If you don't have a portrait, it's the second thing I do. Here's another recommendation or suggestion. Go to the mirror. And you know how, don't get all freaked out and stuff, okay? Okay? Look, I'm a unicorn. I accept who I am. So anyway, what I do is go to the mirror. And you go to a bathroom mirror, whatever mirror you have. It could be a compact mirror, whatever. You can do this throughout the day if you want to. You don't necessarily have to do it when you wake up. So go to the mirror and stare. You know how people say, or I've heard, that our eyes are the windows to the soul. So what I do is make sure I stare like I'm peering at myself. So I look at myself in the mirror, but sometimes I have to lean in just close enough to really just see my eyes. I mean, you see yourself, but really just focus on your eyes, on the pupils, and take a deep breath and say, I love you. And really let it sink in. Just have a pause. Just have a moment and feel that love from yourself. That helps me. And I hope that it helps you as well. So anyway, y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Celebrate your uniqueness today, every day. Okay? It's imperative. It's imperative, and guess what? That love that you give yourself, it's like it's almost like a domino effect. It kind of comes right back to us. And not only that, but it goes out to others, right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And just remember that you are beautiful, you are loved. And no matter what, I wish you happiness, joy, prosperity, and abundance. All things freely given by God, and most importantly, love. Until next time, deuces.